All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the IE Music Podcast. Once again, welcome to the IE Music Podcast. I am your host, Omar. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. You just heard right now The Way They Go by Circus Animals. Once again, that song you just heard right now was The Way They Go by Circus Animals. And Circus Animals is a band from Raleigh, California. And you can find that song on the Imposter CD. It's a pretty good CD. I like it. But this episode 23 is going to feature this band, Circus Animals from Raleigh. I interviewed them on Friday. Today is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2015. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's doing great. I'm a little sick right now. Well, I'm still getting past it. I've been sick for like 3 days. And I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to think positive and get past it. But I got this podcast to do. I interviewed Circus Animals on Friday, on June 19th, I believe it was. Yeah, they came by on Friday, June 19th, and I interviewed them. They put a live set, and I decided to interview them as well, which was fun. Thanks to Vic, thanks to Frank, thanks to Jason, which is Circus Animals. They're really cool dudes, really cool band. I like their music, I like their style, and that's why I wanted to bring Circus Animals on here because we support Circus Animals. And if you guys like Circus Animals, I suggest you guys hit them up because it's, I'm gonna dedicate this episode to Circus Animals. Thanks to them for stopping by and sitting down, having a conversation, and letting me into their lives, just like I've always wanted to do. But this is the IE Music Podcast. This is episode 31. Thanks for checking out all the old episodes. Episode 30 featured Modern Aggression. Once again, thanks to Modern Aggression for stopping by. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that interview because, again, I'm a Modern Aggression fan, I guess you would say. I don't know if I'm a fan, but I grew up with them. And I saw them, and they were just like mutual people that were around me. And their music I see it now. It's really good music, and the way it's affecting people out here, it works. So thanks to Modern Aggression for stopping by. You guys are real cool dudes. Thanks Tim, Marco, Chris. You guys are all awesome. It's Modern Aggression. Thanks to Ryan and Mark for helping me out on the intro. You guys made it a little different this time, but it's all right. It was a fun time, a good job. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something different the last intro, which was talk about Modern Aggression, talk about the A-Fest, because I didn't really get into detail about it. But I believe with Mark and Ryan here, I believe we talked about it. We thanked everybody for the A-Fest 2015. I'm pretty much over it. Not over it, but I'm waiting for the next one. It was a good A-Fest. It was awesome. Now let's see what's next. Speaking of what's next, July 4th. There's a show on July 4th here actually at the house. It's called Freedom Bash. And it's going to be on July 4th. It's going to be about 4 or 5 bands. You can come check them out on July 4th. Once again, it's called Freedom Bash. That's here at the IE Music Podcast headquarters. And it's going to feature Remain in Vain, Contact, Swine Overthrow, Dislate, Haz, and Arrow Humano. And it's going to be on July 4th. It starts at 6 p.m. here at the house. So feel free to stop by. So I'm pretty much past the A-Fest, and now I'm focused on this event, which should be fun. Should be a good time. There should be more bands. If you guys want to stop on the show, just feel free to talk to me then, and we'll set it up. I don't usually do broadcasts during live events because it gets pretty busy, so we'll be out here. Thanks for everybody who stops by. Thanks for everybody who supports the music. I say we just keep it going and keep this keep it going because we really like the music and we see that you guys are enjoying this. So I say we keep it going and throw more shows, and you guys are awesome. It works out. This is the IE Music Podcast. Once again, I am your host, Omar. And thanks for the A-Fest. What else? Thanks for checking out the IEpodcast.com. If you're listening to this, you're on the IEpodcast.com. I don't know if you guys noticed the blog page. We'll be having a blog page every now and then featuring pretty much daily events. I'm also going to highlight some artists and just, promote your guys' stuff and what's going on in the Valley. Like other local vendors and artists out here, such as Pink Room Clothing or Starts With Arts, all those cool people that are out there. And yeah, we'll be promoting a bunch of stuff on the website also. You can find these episodes on there. You can find events there, and you can find a bunch of other cool things on there. But once again, this is the IE Music Podcast. I am your host, Omar. This is episode 31. Thanks to Circus Animals for stopping by. It was a really good show. It was a really good time, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the interview. All right, well, I'm done. See you guys later. And this is the real thing. So what's up, everybody? You're tuning to the I Music Podcast. I'm right here with Circus Animals, and they just put a live set right now. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing, Circus Animals?
Good.
Pretty good, yeah? You guys want to introduce you guys yourselves?
My name's Vic. I play guitar and try to sing.
Try to sing?
My name's Frank. I play bass, guitar, and some songs I play keys.
Keys?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name's Jason and I play the drums.
Just drums?
And percussion.
Alright. And you just play guitar, Vic? Or you
I
play...
also play synths and keyboards, but I don't really play that live.
You want to get past that?
No, it's just I just don't have much practice at it.
Oh, really?
I mean, when I play with my touchscreen synthesizer, it's kind of I have to memorize everything I used to do. I actually have a notepad that I took notes for songs like "I Got My Soul Back." Like, we played a couple of shows recently, and the only reason I knew how to play them was because of that notepad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. The notepad on what? On the phone or where?
On the it's like a touchscreen synthesizer. It has
okay.
a green
I see you played last time.
Yeah,
Okay. Nice.
Chaos Oscillator.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what it's called.
Chaos Oscillator.
Okay, so we're here with Vic and Frank and Jason, right?
Yes.
At Circus Animals.
Yes.
Where are you guys from, Circus? Where are you guys from?
I'm originally from Los Angeles, but I moved to Brawley when I was 20, and yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was born and then raised in Brawley. I never lived anywhere else,
So the band's all from Brawley?
Yeah, so
Yeah, the band's from Brawley. Yeah.
That's where it got formed?
Yeah.
They got fun with these two guys, man.
Yeah.
With Vic and Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like, before we even started playing, like, I didn't even know him. And he kind of just... Well, our old drummer was in the bus, Like, we were all taking the bus.
Okay.
And he had his guitar, and... They were
Back in high school?
No, this was, at IUC.
Right, okay.
Yeah, when around 2010.
Yeah, we were going to college already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know who he was or anything. And, the guy who was our drummer for the first record, he was in the bus, and he was talking to him, to Victor.
Right.
And he had a guitar, and I was just I was like, oh, the dude has a guitar. It's pretty cool, I guess.
Right.
And then I saw that, he was talking to him, he's like, also think about jamming out. And at the time, I used to play in a band, a different band.
Right.
Like some hardcore band. And I saw that they were talking about jamming out, and I was just like, oh, that's not a big deal. And I saw that he pulled out his guitar, and the guitar that he had, I was like, holy fuck. This guy.
It's a sick guitar.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Frank remembers that story, because I've just remembered that because he's explaining it.
Yeah,
I would have never remembered that story.
I remember
You
it,
bring that
and
up
then
right
they're
now.
talking about jamming out, so then I was just like, the fuck is this guy, So I kind of wanted to talk to him and shit, and it turns out I think it was a few days probably after that.
Yeah.
My older brother, he talks to his cousin, I didn't know it was his cousin.
Right.
And he turned out to be there too, and I was like, holy shit, dude, you're the dude from that had that guitar, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, it was just by chance, really.
Really?
Yeah.
And you guys became friends, I guess?
Yeah, I didn't even know his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
We started writing songs together, and I didn't even remember his name. I was like, I'll tell my brother, what was his fucking name again? Can't even remember.
Yeah, we were kind of we were bandmates before we were friends.
Yeah.
Because I kind of told him I wanted to do this project called Circus Animals, and I asked him if he wanted to play in it with me, and he said yeah. So I was like, all right, cool, and we just started playing. But I didn't know his name either.
Around what year was that? Around what year?
2010.
Yeah, it was
2010?
2010. Yeah, October 2010, around there. No, September.
Just jamming out? No Circus Animals, they just pretty much making music?
Well,
Or
he already had...
I already had a song that I was writing at the time, and it became what is now Playing Games.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the first song we kind of ever wrote or played with one another.
And what is Playing Games? You wrote that by yourself, or you brought that to...
I kind of had the song on the table already,
Okay.
and I introduced it to him, and he was, I was just like, oh, this is what I have, and, let's play, and that's,
What does that song mean to you, man?
That song, it's. I mean, to be honest, it's about that song isn't anything about my personal life, but I just picked a subject and I wrote about it.
Okay.
That song in particular is about dreams, but a lot of people have the misconception that it's about like relationship, you know, just because it sounds like, you know, you're playing games with me or whatnot, or you know,
Right.
something like relationship wise, but it has nothing to do with a relationship. That, like I said, that's the first song we wrote with one another.
Right.
That wasn't done until 2012, so we had those songs for about 2 years.
The album.
Yeah.
Or is that where? Looking at the album, which is called
Imposters.
Imposters.
Yeah.
And where do you guys find this album? Where can you guys find this album? Are you guys still releasing it, or?
Yeah, it's on iTunes,
On iTunes.
Amazon.
Spotify.
It's on Spotify. You know.
For a while, we had it at
for
a
free
while.
and whatnot.
It's because we had like a show on for a while. We had the record at Amoeba,
Okay.
like at that record shop.
Right.
You could buy it over there. But
Yeah, it's available at record
Yeah.
shops in LA. Like, it's very local stuff. I mean, nothing too drastic. I mean, online, you could buy it online, but I mean, as far as physical copies, like, there are very few left.
Nice. You're glad you have one.
Yeah, they're very limited.
So Vic and Frank, you guys started jamming out, and then you guys had a drummer back then, or when did you guys start jamming with the drummer?
Yeah.
When did he come into the picture?
Yeah.
The drummer.
Well, right away, like, about a week later, like, during that week, I asked him if he would like to join the group, and I said, you know, I'd asked him, and I told him that we were, just getting some songs together that he didn't have to, because I knew it wasn't the style he generally played.
Okay.
And not that we have a particular style that we stick to, but I mean, in terms of what he listened to, we didn't really play what he, you know, what he liked. Yeah.
Okay.
He said he was still willing to play with us and stuff like that, but he never. He would never tell us straightforward that he would want to play other stuff.
How long did it last for?
I want to say.
I don't even know, to be honest. Wow.
I want to say the straw that broke the camel's back on that was probably when we released that record. The summer we released that record, 2012. We were going on tour, just a small West Coast tour, just to promote the record, if anything. And, you know, leading up to the time when we were going to take off, we had let him know, like, hey, you know what, you know, we're going to release the record, we're going to go on the road, you know, I was just letting him know, like, you know, it'd be nice to have some extra money.
Right.
And, you know, I had mentioned it to him, several times, you know, more than planning, and, you know, he just said, yeah, you know, yeah, let's do it. And a week before, maybe even 4 days before we took off, he said he couldn't do it. You know, so.
As far as the tour?
Yeah, just because, you know, he
band?
said he didn't have money, so.
Okay. So before you guys went, he just backed out?
Yeah. Well, it was a
Absolutely.
tour at first, and then like after that, it kind of seemed like, you know. It
Yeah, it
pretty
just didn't
obvious.
seem like it was his cup of tea in
Okay.
terms of.
As far as the
I
music,
mean,
too?
he would always tell us he likes what we were, or he liked what we were playing,
Mhm.
but he never told us he did not want to play with us or anything like that, you know. And we would call him, and he would just ignore our calls.
Right.
So we kind of took the hint after that.
Okay. Was he a big part of the record, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He played almost every track. Yeah.
Okay. And he made the songs with you guys, or who made the songs?
Yeah. He wrote the songs with us.
Just jamming out and
He
come up with
played.
parts?
Yeah.
Having fun
he
with it
played.
still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
Vincent?
I don't know if he has his name on it.
Yeah, Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vincent?
Vincent. He was a cool. Let me say this. He's a very cool guy.
Okay.
As far as him drumming with us, you know, that's a different story. You know what I mean? I don't think he really got, you know. I don't think he got the whole gist of what being a band is about. You know, like there's a certain type of dedication you put into it, I would say, if it really means something to you. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe he didn't
He
feel
was
it.
really passionate about it, I guess.
Yeah. maybe.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you guys are really passionate about the music, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good, man. And then when did Jason come in the picture?
About a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah,
Was it about?
Yeah, I'll say a year.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
a year and a half, I think.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And Circus Animals was created in 2010, right?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Was there like a downtime for Circus Animals, or after they left?
We take breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, we went through so many drummers. I mean, we've gone through so many drummers. After, we had our stint with Vincent, we had one of our friends that she actually plays in another band.
Yeah.
Now.
Mallory.
Mallory, yeah, and she plays in a band called Glass Spells.
Okay.
Yeah, and
She's a drummer.
yeah, she drums.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And we had her for a while, and she was cool, but she, she had her thing, we had our thing, and it just, we just didn't, after a while, it's not that we didn't, it's not that we didn't want to play or anything, but we just, just life happens, and,
right.
Yeah. We have to do what we have to do, and, and stuff like that, but...
Still playing guitar, though? At your house still? Trying to play? Or?
Yeah, I still play, yeah, definitely.
As far as the band right now, are you guys active right now?
We are.
Yeah.
We're in the process of recording the second album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as that, right now you're recording?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And what was the first show that Circus Animals did? Back in, you take it back again.
Frick. I think it was at the ACC grounds in Brawley.
Oh, really?
I want to say it's at the ACC grounds. It was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually, there was some other band that was playing. It was about Erica's brothers who passed away, huh? Was it that day?
No.
wasn't
This
that?
was I think this was just a show that one of our friends threw. And, I mean, I had told Frank that I kind of didn't want to play any shows till we were completely ready to play shows as a group. And so, when we got together in September, we didn't play shows till December was that show. I think it was December 11th.
Yeah,
in fact.
December.
So that was the first show we played, and it went well. People liked it. People liked it, and it was cool. We were just starting off, and we didn't know what to expect, but it went well.
Yeah, it's different. It is different. I mean, as far as music wise, it's
Yeah.
really creative.
Yeah.
I like
Very
it.
different.
Yeah.
It's more
How do you
like
go
a-
about creating the music? Or are you guys both create together, or how do you guys when you guys start writing songs? How does that work?
Well,
I mean, I'll I'll write a song, and I'll show it to Frank, and it's the same way with him. He'll write a song and he'll show it to me. But as far as styles go, in terms of like whether we play, let's say a rock song or a punk rock song or a blues song or whatever, what have you, etc. We don't. I mean, I just write what sounds good to me, and if it sounds good to me, I play it and try to come up with melodies for it. But as far as putting a label on on what I write, at least, I don't really put labels.
Yeah, that's it.
It's kind of hard to, for me
Yeah.
at least. Just that's just how I write. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just personal preference. But yeah, I mean,
I guess it goes from heavy to soft. I mean, that's
Yeah.
yeah, well, it's because the thing is, like, personally for me, it's because, like, when I was, like, starting barely, like, playing guitar and stuff, I used to play in a punk band.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to play with, actually, Randy from the Pink Room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he used to play bass, I used to play guitar. He had some guy named Chewy that used to drum.
Okay.
And, like, we used to play, so I was, like, really into punk, and then I started getting into different kind of music.
Yeah.
And then that's where I started playing, like, the more, like hardcore music. Like,
Right.
This was, like, around, like, 2007 and 8.
Okay.
I used to play in, like, in a hardcore band.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So then, like, I went that, and then, like, I started messing around with that, because that music is really different from punk music.
Right.
So then, like...
What band were you in? A hardcore band? Do you?
Well, I was with the guitars from well, they don't exist anymore, but Cherish Your Blessings.
Oh, Church Blends.
Yeah,
Okay,
the guitarist, really.
I played with you guys a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
wasn't
cool,
in the band, but I was in the band with the guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you were on that time.
Yeah, it was like a group of friends, kind of
Yeah.
like they all kind of knew each other and they
That's
played
cool, yeah.
similar bands.
Right.
It was kind of like that. So then I went back to punk music again, and like, because my friend Chewy, that was originally drumming for us in that first punk band I was in, like, he wanted to, like, we played a good amount of shows, like in Yuma and stuff like that,
Right.
and I'm like, I kind of wanted to, I was getting into like other kind of music, so I was just like, I'll just like record my own like stuff, like with not even like, just with the camera or something.
Yeah.
Kind of just messing around with stuff. And
But just to get it out there, just have
yeah, I kind of just like had things, and like a lot of it didn't make it on the record, though, but I mean, like I was kind of like trying to do
something different.
something personally for me.
I mean, I think it's good as an artist. I mean, just to express your mind. I mean, just try different things.
Yeah.
You get better at songwriting when you just start trying to do it.
Oh, yeah,
You
definitely.
get better.
Yeah.
Definitely get better at it.
And then you guys just like bring it to the table, and from there, like, okay, the drummer comes in, you guys make music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Shout out.
introduced the songs like with Jason. We introduced the songs to Jason, and we give him, like we try to work the songs with him, and
Right.
we go through it like that. I mean, like, and then we just make him ultimately decides what he wants to play. But we just tell him, oh, it kind of goes like this or whatnot, and then
Yeah.
he'll get the gist of it. And,
Like, they'll show me the guitar and bass parts,
Yeah.
and I'll figure out a rhythm and
Yeah.
say, hey, is this a good rhythm?
Right.
Will it fit with the song and all that?
Oh, cool. As far as the new songs go?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But does he still play these old songs? How did you learn? Did you learn the songs by yourself, or did you?
Well, he gave me like
Yeah.
a rough rhythm that he had in mind, and I would kind of rework it with my own like style, I guess you would
Okay.
say. And he liked it, and
Yeah.
that's what's gonna.
How long have you been drumming for, Jason? Or you
Since I was 10 years old, so I'm 21 now.
been doing that?
About 11 years.
And how'd you link up with these guys?
Oh, I met Frank. I don't know how he heard about me.
No, it's because the thing is, like, and I had a Spanish class.
Right.
Like, it's pretty funny, but I was in a Spanish class at IUC, and there's this guy named Joseph
Mhm.
who was in my class. I didn't even know him, and like since my Spanish class is like right next to the piano rooms.
Right.
So I'll just go and I'll play piano, and like that was like my routine. And then like out of nowhere, like I was walking over there, and I heard some guy playing piano, like really good. I was like, holy shit! I was like, dude, you're in my class, right? And he's like, yeah. And, like that's how kind of we became friends
Okay.
through that. Like he'll play something and I'll play something over it.
Nice.
Like kind of like, and I'll play something, he'll play like that.
Mm.
And like through him, and he's like, oh, I know this guy, I know that drums and all that, and that's how I met him,
Yeah.
Jason, through
Okay.
him.
Yeah, I was relatively no, not relatively, like for sure unknown. Like no one heard about me.
No.
I don't know how this guy really heard about me. Like Joseph kind of knew what I could play. but-
Yeah, he told me that
Yeah.
he could drum, but that was it. Like he
Yeah.
didn't get into detail about it.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I know this guy that drums, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Were you in any other bands before or no? Before Circus
No,
Animals?
this is. Well, I would jam with various people,
Okay.
but never like seriously. And once I started hooking up with these guys, I hooked up with some other people, and I'm in 2 bands currently.
Okay. Did you listen back to Circus Animals to get a feel of the jamming, or just what brought to the table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty
That's cool.
much, Yeah.
That's cool. And how's it now? How's it going now at Circus Animals 2015, I guess you would say?
Right now, we're just trying to focus on our record and our next record, rather, and yeah, I mean,
Trying to play more shows? Or just record?
We're trying to juggle both, but it's
Yeah. Because we just
it's
finished
up
playing
and
a few
down.
shows.
Yeah, we did.
So
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we're trying to record. Like I said, it kind of collides with our schedules, but we try to make it work. But yeah, we're just recording, playing shows.
Yeah. Were you in other bands before?
Yeah, I was in a band when I lived in Los Angeles called. Well, I don't know if I should mention it. I mean,
Bad terms.
No, it's not bad terms. It's just, it's old news.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Focus on this. Focus on Circus Animals.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I adore my, former bandmates and whatnot from that group.
Right.
It's just.
It's old.
It's old.
Okay. Hey, what does Circus Animals mean? What is Circus Animals?
Yeah, what's the name? I don't even know where the name comes from.
Yeah, where's the name come from?
The name, I you know what? We just kind of like thought of it. Like I personally just came up to Frank and said, "Hey man, I'm starting this."
Yeah, I remember you had
project
another
called
name.
Circus
Yeah,
Animals.
you had another name. I was like, oh no,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
that's
it.
right.
And I don't
I
even
think there is.
remember what the other.
Yeah.
There was another option. I told him, I mean, I'm doing this project called Circus Animals, but if not, if you don't like the name, we could choose something else. We could come up with ideas. We ended up keeping the first idea. So.
Because it stuck. I mean,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And I think we said we're like, oh, we could just change it later.
Yeah. We said something like that.
I remember, but it never happened.
Yeah, it never happened, dude. We just kept it. Yeah.
That's cool, dude. And as far as recording, how's it going recording? How far are you guys recording the new album?
We have a few songs now.
Yeah, we have a good maybe 35% done. I mean, it's still getting there, but I mean, as far as that goes, we are trying to finish it. Just we just want to get it out there. To be honest with you,
The new material. Get it out
new
there.
material, yes, definitely. I mean the thing about this next record is that it's just, I want to say, not like styles as opposed to the first record aren't they're not different, but I mean they are different to a certain degree, but not completely. I mean, you could still tell it's us.
It's more straightforward.
It's a little straightforward, yeah. I mean, I would compare it to something, like, I don't know, like maybe the Pixies or something.
It's heavy.
It's heavier. I want to say it's heavier than our first record. Our first record's a little steady.
I mean,
it's very experimental.
Honestly,
Definitely.
honestly, I think the reason why that record, our first record turned out the way it did is because we kind of didn't know what we were into. Like I was into my own thing, he was into his own thing. So obviously we tried to make it work.
Right.
But now since we know each other, like it's gone a lot more like. Kind of have an idea of what.
Yeah, it's kind of like we met in the middle for this next one.
Yeah.
It was ultimately supposed to just be an EP. It's called Woo's Market, and like I said, it was supposed to be an EP, but it turned into a record. We already had the material for our third record, but we were just gonna do like these. I told Frank, hey, let's do these few songs, just to something meanwhile to keep people listening or whatnot. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So we just eventually got into the songs.
That's cool,
and that's why it became a whole record. So yeah, and then but like our third record, which is weird because our third record is going to be called, or it was supposed to be called, Deux, which is two in French, but it's still going to be called that. So it's kind of like, it gives it a little...
So this is going to be your third record?
This is going to be our second... The one we're recording is our second, and then we're going to release our third one probably right after.
Because you have enough material to do that?
What?
Do you have enough material to do that? Or
Yeah, because we already had the material for our second record,
Yeah.
but the EP that we were doing turned into our second record, so our second record turned into our third record.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool. So what's the album called? What's it going to be called again?
Our second album is going to be called Woo's Market.
Okay, Woo's Market?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's good, dude. I mean, I really like this record. I mean, I do like this record, so I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm expecting something.
Yeah.
It's really good though. I really do enjoy this record. It's not because, like I said, it sounded different from what the Valley had to offer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It really sounded different than what I've heard in the previous years. I remember having a band like Circus Animals.
Yeah.
That's like.
Well, one of Frank's friends said she described it as big city music.
Yeah, it's because it's because this girl that I'm friends with, and I remember like, because she used to see me playing some of the other groups I was in. I told her that I was in this band now, and then like she'll ask me questions from time to time, and you know, like she was one of the first ones to actually listen to it, I think. And like I showed it her, and then like she listened to it, and she's like, yeah, like she named some like group. She's like, you guys like that group? And I was like, I don't even know who the hell that is. But it turned out she's like, well, it sounds like you guys are not from around here, you know, like from the valley. And I was like,
I agree with that statement, man.
Yeah, and then I was just like, well, I mean, is that like a good thing or a bad thing? And she's like, no, I mean, like, she was like, yeah, it's good. But she said that we sound like a band from like a bigger city.
I agree with that too.
Like, so I was like, oh, well, thanks. You know.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, as far as support, you guys get a lot of support out here? I mean, as far as people listening?
Well, like,
how's that going?
Like,
I mean,
you know.
it doesn't matter because you guys are making music, but I mean.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I don't want to say too much, you know, but.
Yeah.
You know, it's
you
kind
can't,
of.
man. This is what this podcast is about, man. Just speak your mind, dude. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's just because we first started, you know, like you know, Victor's not from around here, so he you know, he doesn't know a lot of people, you know,
Okay.
around here.
That's understandable.
Yeah, and then like for me, you know, like some friends I have, like we kind of like, you know, cut ties.
Oh yeah. I
You
feel
know,
that.
like stuff happens, so. You know, I told them I was in this band and they were doing their own thing, so it kind of like didn't really like support us, you know, but like they didn't like when they were in their bands, you know, like I would go see them play, you know, like because you know they're my friends. I was like, you know, I've known them for years, so
Right.
like you know I want to check them out, you know. And like, but when it came to my turn, when I was playing shows and they weren't there, so you know, like I kind of got left, you know. I was like,
Oh,
I
shit.
guess we're on our own, you know.
Yeah, yeah. not over here though, on Central, man. We support you guys, man. We support everybody. We try to support all the bands. You know what I mean?
You gotta support local bands.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it just like anyone else.
Yeah, but that's understandable with that. I mean, there's always problems with bandmates and friends, and that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. So,
Yeah.
as far as Circus Animals, it's a good band.
Yeah.
You guys.
We've got positive feedback.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I think you guys are good. I mean, the recordings is really great. Who does recording for you guys, as far as recordings?
We recorded ourselves,
Really?
to be honest with you. Yeah. We try to do most of it ourselves. I mean, if we do have help, that's great too. Like, for example, our first record was also released on tape through one of our friends. He had a tape label he was doing, and he asked me, "Hey, do you want to, release your record on my tape label?" I said, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, yeah, that sounds great. And and that's, I mean, he definitely helped us out by doing that. And I mean, yeah, I mean, we had help, so, but we also did a lot of it ourselves. Just because, I mean, there's just some things where you just
You hear it, you listen to yourself, and you want to change things.
Yeah.
It's more fun to do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know about it being fun. To be honest, when we recorded the first record, it was nothing but painful memories.
yeah.
Recording
Like,
just in itself is
yeah,
super hard.
it's. I mean, it's. I'll be like very like moody if it's not going well personally, just because like. I mean, you want something to sound crisp and clean, and when it's not, and not even that, then, like, I mean, it could sound clean, but it's still not what you want to hear.
Right.
You want to hear something else. And it's just a pain, but maybe I'm just my own worst judge.
Yeah, I mean, it's your music, it's your way of creating. I understand. It's understandable.
Then, like, when we were recording, it's my first time ever recording, really, so I thought it was going to be, a lot simpler, but it was a challenge, for sure. That wasn't easy, like, at all. Like, I don't know, I guess, like, maybe some people will think, recording is, it's pretty simple, but when you actually do it, it's...
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta start with bars, I mean, you gotta go with, start with drums
very
and all that.
challenging, because especially when you're doing separate tracks,
Yeah.
you're totally by yourself, and, like, it's almost as if the spotlight is on you.
So I guess this record is, I guess you would say you want to, it's old news, right? I guess, right?
Yes and no. I mean,
Yeah.
we've played songs from that record like recently. We just aren't proud of it. I mean, we would like for people to hear it, but I mean, whether they like it or not, you know, we understand if it's not favored. I mean, we
Oh, dude, okay.
Well-
Alright.
Well, I mean, like originally, I don't think we even like wrote it really for that. I think, well, I speak for myself, you know,
Mhm.
but I felt like it's kind of like there was a lot of like in my system that I just wanted to get out, you know, like certain like songs, you know, that
Yeah, favorite song? on here?
yeah, like well, I don't know, I really don't want to say, but well, I'll just say one of my songs on the record, like the song Angie Dixon on the record. That song actually like there's like certain part of the song where I actually wrote. That was like one of the first like songs I ever wrote, like parts for a song, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, like that song, it's like I've been holding some part of the song for like years, you know, like 10 years or something. So I was like kind of like excited to kind of finally record it, you know,
Nice.
to get it out. So
That's why you hold that song like really hard.
yeah.
That's cool. How about you? Do you have a favorite song on there? That you really
favorite song. Favorite song. I don't know.
Not favorite song, or more that's really passionate to you. That means
I like playing Electrolysis. We don't play it anymore.
Really?
But I like that song in particular. It's just very I don't know, just I guess soothing.
That's nice. And so the new music, I guess, is more heavier, or not heavier, but it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Like
Straightforward.
it's
It's more straightforward, yeah.
Yeah, the first one's definitely experimental. The second one's just like
yeah.
this is it.
Except
you
like
know.
2 of the or 3 of the tracks.
Yeah,
Oh
there's-
yeah, There are a few. I mean, if you'd have to like, you know, if you would have, I want to say if you'd have to say like it'd probably be our more guitar driven record, and heavy like not heavy distortion, but it has distortion in it. You know, and it's just I guess like
Hey, is more comfortable now writing this record?
yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
the songs
Seem
are
like-
much smoother. I want to say the writing process is much smoother.
Okay. Did you guys really jam the songs all you guys together?
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
most
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, I think today we kind of
Made a hidden track.
yeah, it's kind of something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for the record.
For our next record, yeah. So we're pretty much done writing the songs for the record as far as whose market goes.
Yeah, and getting comfortable with it, you guys just
Yeah,
wanna
yeah, we're
record
pretty
it
much
already.
we're
Yeah.
pretty much there with it. I mean, we've been playing the songs for like I don't know, a year and a half already.
Yeah, we've been playing like some of the
2
songs
years.
that we have for the record. Like we've actually been jamming them out for quite a while.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
play
I want
live
to say,
really have,
I want to
like-
say,
like-
yeah, a good 2 years.
Like with our old drummer Vincent,
Okay.
like he even drummed for some of the new songs.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like our first drum from that record.
Yeah,
like, he
yeah,
actually
he-
like helped us like with the record,
Yeah.
like writing the new songs.
Writing the new songs.
nice,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He did play once with us
Mhm.
for these new songs.
Yeah.
he did play them once with us, but that's
Who do you guys get when we're not available? When Jason's not available? Because I saw that was there last time, right?
Yeah, well, it's because that guy that came last time, he's a really good friend of mine. His name's Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Like I've known him. Like I know he drums and stuff, and you know, like he always told me, you know, like, cause like he heard our first record and like he's like, oh dude, you ever need someone to cover, you know, like just let me know. And like actually we hadn't even spoken to him in like at least a year. Like I was just like, dude, like what about Raheem? So we kind of like called him and he was up for it. So yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of a temporary thing because I just got busy with school.
Okay.
And yeah, it was pretty much like the last few months of school that they were trying to get a hold of me, and once I finished, like I was back in. You know,
Yeah.
It was just a temporary absence.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now you guys are ready to get this.
Oh yeah.
Circus Animals going.
I really want, like, honestly, like, I really want people to listen to this, even if they haven't heard the first song. I really want them to hear it because I think it'll, you know.
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
Circus Animals. I mean, I want people to listen to you guys too. I mean,
The songs are really good.
that's cool.
The songs are very, very good. Yeah.
So were you with Circus Animals at Bandcamp? Circusanimals.bandcamp?
Well, we don't.
We don't have anything official, but
No?
we should soon. I mean, like I said, we just got back into the whole band
Yeah,
process.
like we didn't play for like at least 6 months.
Yeah, we had
so
a good like 6
7
month
months.
hiatus or whatnot.
Right.
And yeah, so we're just barely getting back into it. But we I mean, you can listen to our music on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to purchase our music, there are different mediums, iTunes, Amazon, stuff like that. We do have an Instagram. It's
Okay.
Circus Animals Band. We also have a Facebook, Circus Animals. And yeah, I think that's probably it.
Yeah, so play more shows or just
Yeah, well, we have
after the
upcoming show next week.
We do. We have
Actually, a
2
couple,
shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when's that? When's the shows?
The first show is on next Friday,
26th,
the June
yeah.
26th.
June 26th.
At Waves, and
Mm.
then on the 27th of this month, we're playing at the Ricochet.
Oh,
The
really?
banquet, yeah. Where
Yeah, there's a
Twilight
banquet
is,
room.
yeah, like.
I don't know. We don't know if Twilight's throwing it.
Well, they kind of.
but there was there was an individual at Twilight that asked us if we were interested in playing shows, and he'd give our information to one of his colleagues or whatnot.
From where? From Twilight?
Twilight.
I want to say
Sunshine?
yeah.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
went to Twilight. Yeah,
Have you guys played Twilight over there?
Yeah, we
we
have.
shows, right?
have actually.
Yeah.
Actually, really good
Uh,
shows.
That
Like,
was a
again,
very good
like,
show.
really
yeah.
I remember,
I remember
like,
it too. It was
really
very good.
memorable.
You see, you guys play a bunch of shows on Central? Have you guys?
We have,
Yeah.
we have. We
Yeah.
just, we just don't get noticed.
Really? You guys do. Well, obviously, I just heard you guys know about this guy. I find
No, it's
this,
okay.
like,
It's
you know what I
okay.
mean? But that's because I just came back to the to the
Yeah.
scene. I started
No,
getting back
don't even
again
worry about it.
because I was absent myself for
Mm.
3-4 years,
Yeah,
and I started throwing shows here too, and then so
Right.
interviewing bands and shit. So I was absent to myself.
No,
so I guess when you guys were out, I wasn't around.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in a band too, and I just stopped for like 3-4 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably from like 12 to 14,
Oh.
11 to 14 for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So now I'm just
Yeah,
trying to get back,
that-
trying to catch up with the
yeah,
bands that are out here, you know?
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think-
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I think that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I just heard you
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
Literally, that's why I
Well,
was.
I don't know.
I
I'll give
don't
you
know,
guys-
but I mean, like, yeah, those years, like, yeah, that's when the record really came out. So,
Yeah. I mean,
So,
like,
seems-
it's not that. Well, it's we don't know if we didn't get any attention. We were just
Okay.
trying to play our music, and whoever liked it liked it. I mean, whoever didn't. That's all we were really trying to do. But as far as
Where'd you guys play?
That's
Did you
right
guys
now.
play
Well,
Twilight? Where else?
we played at Twilight, and then, like, there was at times when we'll play at Cafe 101, but the thing was that made it kind of difficult for us is because they didn't really, like, people that would throw shows, like, I would talk to them, like, try to see if we could play, and even, like, playing out of town, but they're like, oh, we have this kind of show, like, it's only punk music, and I'll be like, oh, it's only hardcore metal stuff, and then,
Ah, shit.
and, like,
yeah.
indie stuff, and, like, they didn't even know what box to put us in, so I was just like,
we should have just told people we were hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, the band talked about it already. I mean, that got brought up in podcasts already. That's what we're not trying to do different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Here,
that's very
anybody
good.
can play. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are awesome.
No, yeah, and then even then, like we respect everybody. I mean,
Yeah,
of
we don't even like we try to be like be the best that we can at what we do, and we try to be nice to everyone. You know what I mean? Just because that's just the way we are. You know, we're just nice. Just nice people. Like we just want our music to be heard like any other band. You know what I mean? And that's it's great when you have people that support and that like your music. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, people write for themselves. But, who wouldn't want to share it with other people and them like it? So, you know what I mean?
That's why I got this platform. That's why I got this platform for you guys to bring you guys music.
No,
out here.
definitely.
You know what I mean? Because, if it's okay with you, I want to share this music. Like,
No,
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Like, that's why I started this, literally. Just for artists to come here. Because it's hard. Like, you're going to make something, but then what are you going to do with it? Like,
Right,
who are you going
right.
to show it to? You know?
Yeah.
And like honestly, I feel like there's a lot of creative people.
Oh, yeah, there's
really
a lot of talented
really intelligent
people out there.
but like not like in other areas and in this kind of like anywhere.
There's a lot of creative people, but also there's a lot of negative people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the thing,
that's
too.
how it is. That's how it is.
Yeah.
I think people should just do their own thing, and if people like it, people like it. I mean, I don't
Right.
think it should be about competition or anything like that.
Like there was a show that we were gonna play at. Like I just feel like I just have to say this because
Yeah, dude.
like a time of competition. There was a show. Like I'm not gonna name who the band was or who the guy was, but they were gonna throw a show, an event, and then like they were charging the bands to play, and we're one of the bands, and they wanted us to play. Well, they asked us will we be willing to play, and then they were charging us it was pretty expensive.
I want to say it was like an entry fee.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, we did not have money at all at that
Yeah.
time, so we let the individual know that we'd love to play, but we don't have money, and if he wanted, we didn't even have to participate in his competition.
Yeah, 'cause it was a battle of the bands event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we told them we just want to play, we just want to play. We just want people to watch us,
Yeah, we just wanted to
Right.
share our music. We didn't want to compete against other bands and stuff like that. And
Just to get the music out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And he would tell me, it's going towards the event and this and that, and I'm going to make posters and this and that. And I said, okay, that's great, but again, we do not have money.
Right.
That's the point. We do not have money, and eventually he just got kind of I don't know. It just turned for the worst after that in terms of us talking with that individual, our relationship with him. It was pretty much just the way it ended was my thoughts in terms of him putting that together is that he was putting that together, but he was asking us for money. My thought process did not get why, if he was throwing this together, then why did we have to pay for something he is throwing?
Yes.
It did not make sense to me, so I kind of, I told him, hey, you know what, you can't say, hey, I'm throwing this show, but yet,
You're paying for it,
we're paying for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The bands
pay
are
to play.
paying for it, yeah. And I said, if you're gonna throw something, but don't try to charge people,
Don't pay to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
exactly.
fucking pay to play. I mean,
I would
that's
not
what it
pay to
is.
say no.
Don't. We say it all the time. Just don't fucking pay to play.
If
Don't.
anything, the numbers should go higher,
Yeah.
not like negative. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Dude, I understand. I totally understand that, man. So you guys been through a lot there. I guess you would say Circus
Yeah,
Animals.
yeah, we-
band
Yeah,
names,
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even some of the recordings on the songs, we literally had to play with the AC, the lights off, and
Shit, okay.
and we wouldn't even be able to see what we were playing. But
Yeah, there'd be times where Vincent, our drummer from that record, that recorded drums for that record, he recorded in the dark and at
Yeah.
times, and
Because the fan would make noise.
it would make
so we had
it would
to
make
cut-
noise.
turn everything
Yeah,
off.
he I think he only had the only thing he had was the because the drums were recorded in his garage, but all he had was the light that came in through the bottom of the garage door.
Wow. Okay.
So
man.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
so, like,
you know,
we
so you
lit-
could imagine it's
So, I
pretty
mean,
dark
and
in there.
not just that, it was like during the summer, so like we're like sweating in there, you know, like trying to get him to record and like over and over and over and like it wasn't simple. Like recording that was a pain, you know. Wow, it wasn't easy at all.
This album, right?
Yeah, that record.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why you guys are just.
yeah, that's
hit it.
another thing about
Yeah. There's several reasons why we don't really favor it. I mean, we do want people to listen to it, but I mean, as far as myself and Frank, like I would say, I mean, I don't know if Frank feels the same way, but I feel like that it could have been done better in many ways.
Well, this record just went up on my list.
Yeah.
Hey, that was gone for this, and I understand. Now I'm gonna go back and listen. You know? Circus Animals. Oh yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna say this last thing about that record.
Yeah.
We were so into recording and finishing that first record that there was one morning that I was just like, I want to record this keyboard part or whatnot, or electric piano part. But, you know, the only problem was that this electric piano that I wanted to use was located in one of the piano rooms at the local college.
Oh wow.
So,
Whoa, okay.
I mean, in order to use it, I had to either go very late at night or whatnot, where, you know, I didn't want to be at the college for that long of a while.
Right.
So I said, you know what, I'm just going to get up very early and go record it. And so that's what I did for actually electrolysis.
Yeah.
Just that song?
The electric piano that comes out at the end.
Yeah.
I recorded it inside one of the piano rooms of the local college.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that was, like I said, like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning.
But you got it done?
Yeah, I got it. I had to actually get it done like in 30 minutes, or else, you know, people were just going to start going.
Because
in
I
there and
remember we
practice.
tried it, like he told me about it, and like it's like, oh, like kind of like watch the door kind of thing, and like it wasn't possible. It was like people make noise and all that. So he came I think the next day. He's
We
like,
were
"I'll
both
go
gonna.
tomorrow,"
Yeah, we
and
were
I'll
both
do it.
gonna go, but I guess it just collided with our schedules. One, and then two, you know, it was kind of hard to plan out, especially if we were gonna do it during the day. So what happened was I just told Frank I was gonna go in the next day and just record it in the morning. And yeah, I went very early in the morning and got it done.
Was it exciting for you? Was it kind of exciting?
It was a bit more stressful
Was it really? Okay.
than anything, because I had to settle with only 3 takes. Yeah.
Damn, all right, well, that's about this. That's what I'm gonna ask about imposters. How'd you come up with imposters though? Why'd you come up with the name?
There were these masks that we saw like at the 99-cent store, and we thought oh, you know. I personally, not that I was thinking of it as a gimmick, but I thought, you know, when we released the record, we'd give away, you know, these glasses. By the end of that record, though, like, we didn't want to spend any more money just because, you know, we're like, well, we can't. Well, actually, you know what? We did buy some, right?
Yeah, we did.
But we only bought like about 6 of them.
Okay.
So you know, that's all the store had at the time. So we were just like, you know, we're not going to end up doing that. You know, we weren't. Well, one, we didn't want to spend any more money, and two, we're just like, you know, the hell with it, and you know.
I understand.
Yeah.
This album is cool. Alright. I know about this album, right? But that's Circus Animals. You can find this album, I guess.
iTunes,
iTunes, yeah.
Amazon,
Yeah, Spotify.
yeah, Spotify, CD Baby as well.
Yeah.
CD Baby.
I'll play some songs on the podcast, so they'll probably check some songs out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, probably take a couple songs
Okay.
from on there. But this is Circus Animals, you know. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I mean, promote. Good luck on the album, on the next album.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's it gonna be called?
Woo's Market.
And when we should expect that album?
Beginning of next year,
Yeah.
I would say. the latest.
Latest?
Yeah, latest.
Most likely the end of this year.
Yeah, around the end of this year. I'm also the thing is I'm also recording a solo record.
What do you go by?
I go by Beetle.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, I also have an Instagram.
Beetle?
Beetle. It's
Nice.
called Beetle, not Beatles. It's spelled, like a regular beetle, not
Yeah.
the beat, like how the Beatles spell beetle with
Yeah.
the beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right,
Yeah.
all right.
But yeah, I mean, I go by Beetle. I have, like I said, Instagram. I also have a website. Not a website. I'm sorry. Email.
I'll check that out.
It's Beetle, not Beetle at outlook.com.
And you're here in the band too, Jason, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in Indecisive.
Okay.
Yeah, we're actually up and coming.
You recording anything or no? Just
Yeah, we're actually have a couple songs down.
what do you guys find? Where's music at?
We don't have anything up yet.
Oh, nothing yet?
No,
Okay.
we're just barely up and coming. Like
What was the band called?
Indecisive.
Indecisive? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We're actually gonna be playing together.
On the 26th.
Yeah, on the
26th.
next Friday. Next
Yeah,
Friday.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
I'll try to
Go check it out. Yeah,
dude,
dude.
yeah. Frank, any other bands in right now? Or just Circus Animals? Or,
Yeah, just this.
yeah. No other music?
Well, like doing my own little thing, but
Yeah.
I mean, not like recording it or anything. Just
Check it out.
doing
I think we
my own-
all have like soul things.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
We
Yeah, we just
kinda-
have different projects going
Yeah.
on. I mean, I don't know. I don't like calling it solo just because it's kind of, I don't know. I just don't like that word.
Sorry, what is going on
But
in your band?
because I mean, there are people that are going to be featured on my record, and I mean, they had, something to do with it. So I mean, I don't think anything's totally, just by yourself. But either way, I mean, like, we all have different projects, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
what does Circus Animals do on the downtime when you guys, are jamming out? What do you guys have going on in your guys' lives?
Well, we don't really hang out like
Yeah?
all the time.
no, we
No.
don't really hang out all the
I
time.
would probably
I mean, we
hang out
have.
more now.
Yeah, we do hang out more now. I mean, but as far as on our downtime, we don't do much. Man.
No, you guys live in Raleigh, everybody? You guys tell them Raleigh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
that
all
kind of
live in
explains
Raleigh.
it. There's nothing to do in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
That's why we don't do
yeah.
anything.
I kind of like that. It's a little slow pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty calm.
Yeah, definitely.
It makes
yeah.
you become more creative.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
isolate you from the
Honestly,
world.
honestly.
There's been times when people tell me, "Hey, this is going on right now. Like there are riots going on." I'm like, "Riots where?" Like, because I don't watch television,
Right.
and stuff like that. I mean, I do watch television, but not broadcast television or
Okay,
cable. I
everything
just,
like that.
I just watch whatever I have on DVD.
Just
or
create more
whatnot.
music, man.
Right? Yeah,
Just
right.
create music.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
but
mean,
it's Circus Animals,
yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. Man.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys doing so Bandcamp, all that stuff. You guys do that, said that all that. You said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
So show next week. Show next week, right?
Yes,
yeah,
26th
yeah.
at
Yeah,
Waves,
shows.
and on the 27th we're playing at the banquet room.
At the Ricochet.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
Yeah, this is Circus Animals. I think they're a really good band. I support this band a lot. I mean, the music-wise, it's really good. 3 cool dudes. Thanks for stopping by, you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
yeah,
man.
thanks, man.
Thanks.
Free appears when I am asleep, reoccurring in the dreams. Eventually will come and think that it's a curse. Korean girl come out to play.